Guys, when we were talking about glycolysis, we just mentioned that glycolysis can undergo different sort of pathways. I mean, it can have different fates, because the pyruvate which is produced at the end, it can have different fates. If you remember the last reaction of glycolysis, this was the last reaction. You could see here the phosphoenol pyruvate was formed. Phosphoenol pyruvate gave rise to the formation of pyruvate. From this pyruvate, now the glycolysis pathway can give rise to 3 different fates of the pyruvate. If the reaction is anaerobic, then pyruvate can give rise to the formation of lactic acid or ethanol, and if the reaction is aerobic, that is it requires oxygen, then reaction will lead towards the formation of acetyl CoA, which will enter then the Krebs cycle. Here in this presentation, we will talk about the anaerobic glycolysis, which is not less important. So, as I have told you, lactate is formed in this when the pyruvate is converted anaerobically in a product. The lactic acid is formed and is formed by the LDH, lactate dehydrogenase enzyme. It is the final product of anaerobic glycolysis. If you can see here the reaction of anaerobic glycolysis, you can see that pyruvate under the action of LDH is converted into lactate, and you use here NADH here. If it was an aerobic reaction, the NADH would have been utilized by the electron transport chain, but here because there is no electron transport chain, because we are talking about anaerobic reactions, the NADH will ultimately be utilized here to give rise to lactate, and NAD will be produced. This reaction takes place, this the lactate, this is formed in different tissues. It is not only formed in prokaryotes, in bacteria, but in different tissues in mammals also, in you and me also. For instance, in the lens of the cornea, in our eyes, in our kidneys, it is formed, and in red blood cells also, because red blood cells do not have the mitochondria. And also when you are running, also the anaerobic glycolysis takes place so extensively there, and the pyruvate is changed into lactic acid there too. Why? You have to think about it. Well, you do not have to think about it much, because we are not talking about the how lactic acid is produced in muscles. As I have told you, when you are running, you will need of course more energy, but because you are facing the deficiency of oxygen there, then you will have to make use of the anaerobic respiration through glycolysis, which is running anaerobically. So, which factors determine that whether it will be the reaction will be anaerobic or aerobic, or whether the pyruvate will give rise to lactate or it will not give rise to lactate. It depends upon the amount of NADH and NAD we have. So, if a higher elevated ratio of NADH into NAD, it gives rise to more and more formation of lactate, because you have more NADH to be used here for the formation of lactate. So, depending upon different physiological conditions, for instance your liver and heart, they have lower values of NADH, NAD than as compared to your exercising muscles. चूँकि exercising muscles है, उनको हर टाइम exercise की ज़रूरत होती है, वहाँ ये आराम से लैक्टेट बन जाएगा क्योंकि उधर NADH काफ़ी ज़्यादा मौजूद है। जबकि दिल जो आपका धड़कन कर रहा है उसको तो हर लहजा है, बहुत ज़्यादा ATP की ज़रूरत है, लीवर को भी बहुत ज़्यादा ज़रूरत है, लेकिन दिल को तो बहुत ज़्यादा है। तो दे व्हाट विल हैपन दैट देयर NADH अमाउंट इज़ लेसर because it's so extensively being used there in the Krebs cycle, in the ETC also. So that's why in liver and heart you will have less and less lactate formation, and also more lactate formation. You can think about it, it's an acidic thing, it can harm your heart also. So let's think, let's again our favorite section, at least my favorite section. I don't know you like it or not, but you must like it, by the way. Why RBCs respire anaerobically? If you are listening me carefully, it must be a very easy question for you. Why lactic acid is formed preferably in muscles? Again an easy one. Why bacteria don't respire aerobically? I mean, you must answer it. This is now a little bit, you have to think a little bit more. Why there is no NADH2 available to get oxidized when you are talking about anaerobic glycolysis? Why you do not have much NADH2 available for you to really convert it into more and more lactate?